Good evening. Hope you had a wonderful Thursday in the Lord. Don't you love the sounds of summer? Lawnmowers and edgers and trimmers. It's exciting. Productivity. Taking care of God's nature. We are in Exodus 34, but to piggyback from the last few verses of 33, it's talking about protection and how the Lord will hide us in times of trouble or in times of need. He promised Moses that, he would hide him in a cliff of a rock or in a cliff, and he would cover him with his hand, because no one can see God and survive. It says that in verse 22 of chapter 33, and the Lord will pass, while my glory passes by, that I will put thee in the cleft of the rock, and will cover thee with my hand. And I will take away my hand, and thou shalt see my back parts, but my face shall not be seen, because the Lord is protecting. And how many times can we just recall how the Lord covered us with his hand today? If you could just recall his faithfulness, how he covered our heart when someone wanted to, be mean or maybe bully or backstab, and the Lord just covered your heart or covered your mind from hearing gossip or mean words. What does it say in Psalms 91:1? He or she who dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. You see shadows all over the place. Well, guess what? That means the Lord is covering us. He'll cover every part of our body, our being, if we submit it to him. So know that that's a continuation of he being our best friend eternally. In chapter 34, again, talking about how God is so faithful and he wants us to be faithful. He told Moses to rise up early in the morning to present thyself and at Mount Sinai, and that's in verse 2. The Lord wants us to be ready in the morning, so we need to really prepare in the evening so it's not chaotic in the morning. I try to tell my son that. But it says Moses rose up early in the morning in verse 4, and he obeyed what the Lord commanded him. He wrote down the covenants and the commandments and the stones, and the Lord will give us marching papers as far as what he wants us to do. Why? Because the Lord is so faithful and merciful and long-suffering. In verse 6, it says he's so gracious and just abundant in goodness and in truth. And we want to obey him. It's not because, this is fire insurance, we don't want to go to hell. No, because of his loving kindness, he has drawn us so that we want to serve him with all of our heart, soul, mind, and strength. And in verse 25, talking about again how the Lord wants, is that 25? Well, 28, Moses again was fasting, and we're on this consecration. And like I said, only the Lord can tell you what to give up. If it's a single item, maybe it's something non-edible. Maybe it's, social media. Maybe it's television. Whatever is something that is dear to you, that you would feel, an urge, and you would replace that time with spending time with the Lord, reading his word, praying, communing. But we see that Moses spent 40 days and 40 nights communing with the Lord. And again, in verse 32, afterward, all the children of Israel saw that the Lord had spoken to Moses. Why? Because there was evidence. He had a glow. His face was shining. And there should be evidence that we have communed with the Lord, with a holy life, with our heart, with a changed life, something. There should be some type of impact and evidence so that God is glorified. So hope you're going to have a great evening, just connecting with your BFE, your best friend eternally, and enjoy the fruits of his righteousness and love. Enjoy.